What if the frozen landscapes of the Arctic held secrets older than time itself? Imagine a world where the northern lights are not just a natural phenomenon but a bridge to the spirit world, where polar bears are ruled by a master spirit, and where the icy waters hide a goddess who controls the fate of hunters. These are not just stories, they are the lifeblood of cultures that have thrived in some of the harshest conditions on Earth. Today, we're diving into the heart of the Arctic and polar regions to uncover 20 mythical tales that have been passed down through generations. These stories are more than just legends, they are windows into the beliefs, values, and survival wisdom of the people who call these frozen lands home. From the tragic tale of Sedna, the sea goddess, to the eerie whispers of the Qalupalik, each myth carries a piece of the Arctic soul. So, grab a warm blanket and let's embark on a journey through these enchanting tales, where the line between the natural and the supernatural blurs, and where every story holds a lesson, a warning, or a glimpse into the unknown. By the end of this video, you'll not only have discovered some of the most fascinating myths from the Arctic, but also gained a deeper appreciation for the cultures that created them. Ready to explore? Let's begin. Now turning to the first of our 20 mythical tales, we delve into the Inuit legend of Sedna, the goddess of the sea and marine animals. Sedna's story is one of tragedy and transformation, a tale that speaks to the harsh realities of life in the Arctic. According to the myth, Sedna was once a young woman who lived with her father. When she refused to marry the suitors her father chose for her, he grew angry and in a fit of rage took her out to sea in his kayak. As a storm brewed, he pushed her overboard into the icy waters. Desperate to survive, Sedna clung to the side of the kayak, but her father, fearing for his own life, cut off her fingers one by one. As her fingers fell into the sea, they transformed into the creatures of the ocean. Seals, whales, and fish, becoming the bounty that would sustain the Inuit people. Sedna herself sank to the depths where she became a powerful deity, controlling the fate of these marine animals and by extension the survival of those who depended on them. This myth is more than just a story, it's a reflection of the Inuits' deep respect for the sea and its creatures. Sedna's anger or favor could determine whether hunters returned with food or faced starvation, making her a central figure in their spiritual practices. Hunters would perform rituals and offerings to appease her, ensuring a successful hunt and a balanced relationship with the natural world. Through Sedna's tale, we see how the Inuit people understood their environment not as something to conquer, but as a force to be respected and honored. Her story is a reminder of the delicate balance between humanity and nature, a theme that resonates deeply in the Arctic, where survival depends on harmony with the elements. Now turning to the second of our 20 mythical tales, we explore the enchanting and mysterious phenomenon of the Aurora Borealis, or the Northern Lights. Across the Arctic, this dazzling display of light has inspired countless myths and legends, each culture weaving its own unique story to explain the shimmering colors that dance across the night sky. For the Sami people of northern Scandinavia, the Northern Lights are believed to be the souls of the departed. They see the aurora as a bridge between the living and the dead, a celestial pathway where the spirits of ancestors travel. It's said that if you whistle or sing beneath the lights, the souls may come closer, but you must be respectful. Disrespectful behavior could anger the spirits and bring misfortune. Meanwhile, the Inuit have a different interpretation. They view the Northern Lights as the spirits of their ancestors playing games in the sky, often described as a lively game of soccer with a walrus skull. The flickering lights are said to be the spirits running and laughing, their joy illuminating the heavens. Some Inuit communities also believe that the lights can be dangerous, warning children not to whistle or make noise under them, as it might draw the spirits too close, risking harm. In Finnish folklore, the aurora is known as revontulet, or foxfires. According to this myth, a magical Arctic fox runs across the snow, its tail brushing against the mountains and sending sparks into the sky, creating the Northern Lights. This whimsical tale captures the imagination, blending the natural beauty of the Arctic with a touch of magic. While these myths offer poetic explanations, science provides its own understanding of the aurora. The northern lights occur when charged particles from the sun collide with the Earth's atmosphere, creating bursts of light. These particles are drawn to the polar regions by the Earth's magnetic field, resulting in the stunning displays of green, pink, and purple that light up the Arctic skies. The contrast between myth and science highlights the human desire to explain the unknown, whether through storytelling or observation. For Arctic cultures, the northern lights are more than just a natural phenomenon. They are a source of wonder, a connection to the spiritual world, and a reminder of the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding. As we move forward, the next tale will take us deeper into the Arctic's mythical landscape, where we'll encounter the eerie legend of the Qalupalik, a creature that lurks beneath the icy waters, waiting to snatch the unwary. Now turning to the third of our 20 mythical tales, we delve into the chilling legend of the Qalupalik, a creature that haunts the icy waters of the Arctic. In Inuit folklore, the Qalupalik is a fearsome sea being known for preying on disobedient children who wander too close to the shoreline. This tale serves as both a warning and a lesson, deeply rooted in the survival instincts of Arctic communities. The Qalupalik is described as a humanoid figure with green, scaly skin, long, tangled hair, and webbed hands and feet. Its most distinctive feature is its eerie, haunting whistle, which echoes across the frozen landscape, luring unsuspecting children toward the water. Once captured, the Qalupalik drags its victims beneath the ice, never to be seen again. This myth is more than just a scary story. It carries important moral lessons. Inuit parents often tell their children about the Qalupalik to teach them the dangers of wandering too far from safety, especially in the harsh and unpredictable Arctic environment. The tale emphasizes the importance of obedience and caution, ensuring that children understand the very real risks of the natural world around them. The Qalupalik also reflects the Inuits' deep respect for the sea, which is both a source of life and a place of great danger. By personifying the perils of the ocean in the form of this creature, the story reinforces the need for vigilance and respect when navigating the Arctic's icy waters. As we continue our journey through Arctic mythology, the next tale will take us into the realm of shamanic magic, where we'll encounter the Tupilaq, a creature born of revenge and dark rituals. Now turning to the fourth of our 20 mythical tales, we step into the shadowy world of the Tupilaq, a creature born of revenge and dark magic. In Greenlandic mythology, the Tupilaq is a fearsome entity crafted by shamans to exact vengeance on their enemies. These creatures were not born naturally, but were instead pieced together from the bones, skin, and sinews of animals, brought to life through powerful rituals and incantations. The process of creating a Tupilaq was both intricate and dangerous. Shamans would gather materials from various animals, often combining parts of seals, walruses, and even polar bears to form a grotesque yet potent being. Once assembled, the shaman would perform sacred rituals to infuse the Tupilaq with life, imbuing it with a singular purpose: to hunt and destroy the intended target. However, the Tupilaq was not without its risks. If the target of its wrath was protected by a more powerful shaman, or if the Tupilaq was not properly controlled, it could turn on its creator. This added a layer of danger to the practice, as the very tool of revenge could become a deadly threat. The Tupilaq's unpredictable nature serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between power and control in the realm of shamanic magic. This myth also highlights the darker side of Arctic mythology, where the line between creation and destruction is often blurred. The Tupilaq embodies the themes of vengeance, the consequences of unchecked anger, and the moral complexities of using supernatural forces for personal gain. It reflects the Inuit and Greenlandic belief in the interconnectedness of life and the spiritual world, where every action has profound consequences. As we move forward in our exploration of Arctic myths, the next tale will introduce us to Nanook, the master of polar bears, and his role in shaping the traditions and survival of Arctic hunters. Now turning to the fifth of our 20 mythical tales, we enter the icy domain of Nanook, the master of polar bears. In Inuit mythology, Nanook is not just a spirit but a revered guardian of the Arctic wilderness, embodying the strength and majesty of the polar bear. Known as the Great Hunter, Nanook holds a sacred place in the hearts of the Inuit people, as he is believed to control the fate of those who venture into his territory in search of game. For the Inuit, hunting has always been a matter of survival, and Nanook plays a crucial role in ensuring its success. Hunters would offer prayers and rituals to honor him before setting out, seeking his blessing for a safe and fruitful hunt. It was believed that Nanook judged the hunters' skills and their respect for the animals they pursued. Those who showed reverence and humility were rewarded with bountiful catches, while those who acted carelessly or disrespectfully risked his wrath. This myth goes beyond mere survival. It reflects a deep cultural respect for the natural world. The Inuit saw polar bears not just as prey but as powerful beings deserving of honor. By honoring Nanook, they acknowledge the delicate balance between humans and nature, a lesson that resonates strongly in today's discussions about environmental stewardship. The tale of Nanook serves as a reminder that respect for the natural world is not just a moral duty but a necessity for survival in the harsh Arctic environment. As we continue our journey through Arctic myths, the next tale will take us to the realm of the Moon Man, a deity who governs the cycles of nature and influences the hunt in ways both mysterious and profound. Now turning to the sixth of our 20 mythical tales, we ascend into the celestial realm of the Moon Man, a deity whose influence stretches across the night sky and into the lives of the Inuit people. Known as Igaluk or Anningen in some traditions, the Moon Man is a powerful figure who governs the moon and its cycles, shaping the rhythms of nature and the hunt. In Inuit mythology, the Moon Man is not just a distant observer but an active participant in the lives of those below. He is believed to control the tides, the seasons, and even the fertility of both humans and animals. Hunters would often look to the moon for guidance, as its phases were thought to influence the success of their expeditions. A full moon, for instance, was seen as a sign of abundance, while a waning moon might signal a time for caution and reflection. Rituals honoring the Moon Man were deeply woven into Inuit life. During the long, dark Arctic winters, when the moon's light was a constant companion, ceremonies were held to invoke his favor. Offerings of food, songs, and dances were made to ensure his blessings, particularly for those embarking on hunts or seeking to start families. The Moon Man was also seen as a protector, watching over the people during the coldest and most perilous months of the year. The moon itself holds profound symbolic importance in Arctic cultures. It is not just a celestial body but a bridge between the earthly and the spiritual realms. Its cycles mirror the rhythms of life, birth, growth, death, and renewal, reminding the Inuit of the interconnectedness of all things. The Moon Man, as its guardian, embodies this wisdom, teaching that harmony with nature is essential for survival and prosperity. As we continue our exploration of Arctic myths, the next tale will transport us to the enchanting world of the firefox, a creature whose magical sparks are said to light up the night sky with the northern lights. Now turning to the seventh of our 20 mythical tales, we journey into the snowy landscapes of Finland, where the northern lights take on a magical origin in the form of the firefox. Known as Revontulet or fox fires, this enchanting myth tells of a mystical fox whose swift movements across the snow create the dazzling auroras that light up the Arctic skies. According to Finnish folklore, the firefox is no ordinary creature. As it dashes across the frozen tundra, its bushy tail brushes against the snow, sending sparks flying into the night sky. These sparks, glowing with an otherworldly light, become the shimmering curtains of the northern lights. The tale is a beautiful blend of whimsy and natural wonder, capturing the imagination of those who witness the aurora's breathtaking display. The firefox myth reflects the deep connection between the Finnish people and their environment. The Northern Lights, a phenomenon that has fascinated humans for centuries, are given a playful and poetic explanation in this story. It's a reminder of how ancient cultures often turned to nature to explain the mysteries of the world, weaving tales that combined observation with creativity. This myth also highlights the universal human desire to find meaning in the extraordinary. The firefox's sparks are not just a scientific phenomenon but a magical event, a testament to the power of storytelling to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. As we gaze at the Northern Lights, we are invited to see not just the science behind them but the magic that ancient cultures believed in. With the tale of the firefox illuminating our path, we now move forward to explore the darker side of Arctic mythology, where the Wendigo, a fearsome spirit of winter and famine, awaits in the shadows. Now turning to the 8th of our 20 mythical tales, we step into the chilling world of the Algonquian people, where the Wendigo, a malevolent spirit of winter and famine, looms large in their folklore. This fearsome creature is not just a figure of terror, but also a powerful symbol of the dangers of greed and the harsh realities of survival in the unforgiving Arctic wilderness. The Wendigo is often described as a towering, emaciated figure with sunken eyes, long claws, and skin stretched tight over its bones. Some say its heart is made of ice, a fitting metaphor for its cold, unrelenting hunger. This spirit is said to possess those who resort to cannibalism in times of extreme famine, transforming them into monstrous beings consumed by an insatiable desire for human flesh. The Wendigo's appearance is a stark reminder of the thin line between humanity and savagery, especially in the face of desperation. But the Wendigo myth is more than just a cautionary tale about cannibalism. It serves as a profound warning against greed and excess. In Algonquian culture, the Wendigo represents the consequences of putting one's own desires above the well-being of the community. It's a story that underscores the importance of balance, humility, and respect for the natural world, especially in environments where resources are scarce and survival is a daily struggle. Over time, the Wendigo has transcended its origins in Algonquian folklore, becoming a popular figure in modern storytelling. From literature to film, the Wendigo has been reimagined as a symbol of humanity's darker impulses, often serving as a metaphor for unchecked ambition or environmental destruction. Its enduring presence in popular culture speaks to the universal themes embedded in this ancient myth, themes that continue to resonate with audiences today. As we leave the shadow of the Wendigo behind, we prepare to delve into the next tale where the Sea Mother, a benevolent deity of the Siberian Yupik people, offers a stark contrast to the Wendigo's malevolence, reminding us of the delicate balance between fear and reverence in Arctic mythology. Now turning to the 9th of our 20 mythical tales, we shift from the chilling darkness of the Wendigo to the nurturing light of the Sea Mother, a central figure in the mythology of the Siberian Yupik people. Unlike the malevolent spirits we've encountered, the Sea Mother, known as Sedna in some traditions, is a benevolent deity who governs the oceans and ensures the abundance of marine life. Her story is one of compassion, balance, and the deep connection between humans and the natural world. The Sea Mother is revered as the provider of food, particularly for coastal communities that rely on fishing and hunting for survival. According to legend, she controls the creatures of the sea, from fish to seals, and her favor is essential for a successful hunt. Hunters would perform rituals and make offerings to honor her, often throwing small gifts into the water or chanting prayers to show their respect. These practices were not just acts of devotion, but also a way to maintain harmony with the environment, ensuring that the Sea Mother would continue to bless them with her bounty. The myth of the Sea Mother also carries profound ecological wisdom. It teaches that humans are not separate from nature but deeply intertwined with it. By honoring the Sea Mother, the Yupik people acknowledged their dependence on the ocean and its resources, fostering a sense of stewardship and responsibility. This story reflects a worldview where respect for the natural world is not just a moral duty but a necessity for survival. In many versions of the tale, the Sea Mother's origins are tied to a tragic event, often involving betrayal or hardship. Despite her suffering, she transforms into a powerful and compassionate figure, embodying resilience and the capacity for renewal. Her story serves as a reminder that even in the harshest environments, there is hope and the potential for balance and abundance. As we leave the Sea Mother's realm, we prepare to explore the next tale, where the icy landscapes of Norse mythology come alive with the towering figures of the ice giants, or Jotun, and their role in the creation of the world. This next chapter will take us deeper into the frozen heart of Arctic mythology, where the forces of nature and the divine collide in epic tales of creation and conflict. Now turning to the 10th of our 20 mythical tales, we venture into the frostbitten realms of Norse mythology, where the towering ice giants known as the Jotun reign supreme. These colossal beings are not just figures of myth, but are deeply woven into the very fabric of the Norse creation story, embodying the raw, untamed forces of nature that define the Arctic and polar regions. In the Norse cosmology, the world begins in a vast, icy void called Ginnungagap, where fire and ice meet. From this primordial clash, the first Jotun, Ymir, is born. Ymir, the ancestor of all ice giants, is a being of immense power and chaos. His body becomes the foundation of the world itself, as the gods later slay him and use his flesh to create the earth, his blood to form the seas, and his bones to shape the mountains. This act of creation sets the stage for an eternal struggle between the gods and the Jotun, a battle that mirrors the harsh and unpredictable nature of the Arctic environment. The Jotun are often portrayed as adversaries of the gods, representing the destructive and chaotic aspects of the natural world. Yet they are also complex figures, sometimes allies and even kin to the gods. For instance, the trickster god Loki is himself a descendant of the Jotun, blurring the lines between order and chaos, creation and destruction. This duality reflects the Arctic's own dual nature, a place of breathtaking beauty and unforgiving danger. The stories of the Jotun also highlight the Norse people's deep connection to their environment. The icy landscapes of the north, with their glaciers, snowstorms, and long, dark winters, are mirrored in the giants' cold, unyielding presence. These tales served as a way for the Norse to make sense of the world around them, explaining the forces of nature through the actions of these larger-than-life beings. As we delve deeper into the icy heart of Norse mythology, we see how the Jotun's battles with the gods symbolize the constant struggle between humanity and the elements. These myths remind us of the resilience required to survive in such a harsh environment, as well as the respect and awe that the natural world commands. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we prepare to explore the Sami myth of the White Bear King, a majestic and wise ruler of the Arctic wilderness. This next tale will take us into the realm of reverence and protection, where the bond between humans and the natural world is celebrated in all its splendor. Now turning to the 11th of our 20 mythical tales, we step into the world of the Sami people, where the legend of the White Bear King unfolds. This majestic figure, a wise and powerful ruler of the Arctic wilderness, embodies the deep connection between humans and the natural world in Sami mythology. The White Bear King is not just a symbol of strength and authority, but also a guardian of the land, ensuring balance and harmony in the harsh Arctic environment. In Sami tradition, the White Bear King is revered as a protector of both the animal kingdom and the people who inhabit these frozen lands. His presence is said to bring stability to the ecosystem, ensuring that the delicate balance between predator and prey is maintained. The Sami people, who have lived in harmony with the Arctic for generations, see the polar bear as a sacred being and the white bear king as its ultimate embodiment. The interactions between the white bear king and humans are often depicted as moments of profound respect and mutual understanding. In some tales, he appears to hunters or travelers, offering guidance or testing their worthiness. Those who show humility and reverence for nature are rewarded with his protection, while those who act out of greed or disrespect face his wrath. These stories serve as moral lessons, emphasizing the importance of living in harmony with the natural world and honoring its power. The reverence for polar bears in Arctic cultures extends beyond the Sami people. Across the Arctic, polar bears are seen as symbols of resilience, adaptability, and the untamed spirit of the North. They are often associated with shamanic practices where they are believed to possess spiritual powers and the ability to bridge the human and animal realms. The white bear king, as a mythical figure, encapsulates these qualities, representing the awe and respect that polar bears inspire in those who share their icy domain. As we reflect on the legend of the white bear king, we are reminded of the profound bond between humans and the natural world in Arctic cultures. These stories not only celebrate the majesty of the polar bear, but also teach us the importance of humility, respect, and stewardship in the face of nature's immense power. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we prepare to explore the Arctic and subarctic Native American myth of the Thunderbird, a powerful creature that controls storms and thunder. This next tale will take us into the realm of elemental forces, where the skies themselves come alive with myth and meaning. Now turning to the 12th of our 20 mythical tales, we venture into the Arctic and subarctic regions of Native American mythology, where the legend of the Thunderbird takes flight. This awe-inspiring creature, often depicted as a massive bird with wings that stretch across the sky, is said to command the forces of storms and thunder. In many traditions, the Thunderbird is not just a symbol of raw power, but also a guardian of the natural world, embodying the untamed energy of the elements. The Thunderbird's presence is deeply tied to the cycles of nature, particularly the changing seasons and the storms that shape the landscape. In some stories, the flapping of its wings creates thunder, while the flashing of its eyes produces lightning. These dramatic displays are seen as reminders of the Thunderbird's dominion over the skies and its role in maintaining the balance of the natural world. For the people of the Arctic and subarctic, the Thunderbird is both a fearsome force and a protector, ensuring that the land and its inhabitants remain in harmony. Across different Native American cultures, the Thunderbird holds a place of reverence and significance. In some traditions, it is seen as a messenger between the human and spirit worlds, carrying prayers and offerings to the heavens. In others, it is a symbol of transformation, representing the power to overcome adversity and emerge stronger. The Thunderbird's ability to control storms also makes it a figure of respect and caution, as its wrath can bring destruction, but its favor can bring life-giving rain. Interestingly, the Thunderbird myth shares striking similarities with other Thunderbird legends found throughout North America. From the Pacific Northwest to the Great Lakes, many indigenous cultures tell stories of a great bird that commands the skies. These tales often emphasize the Thunderbird's role as a protector of the land and its people, as well as its connection to the spiritual realm. This widespread presence of the Thunderbird in Native American mythology highlights its universal significance as a symbol of nature's power and the interconnectedness of all living things. As we reflect on the myth of the Thunderbird, we are reminded of the profound respect that Arctic and subarctic cultures have for the forces of nature. These stories not only celebrate the Thunderbird's might but also teach us to honor the delicate balance of the world around us. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we prepare to explore the Siberian legend of the Frozen Maiden, a tale of resilience and transformation that speaks to the enduring spirit of the Arctic. This next story will take us into the heart of the tundra, where the land itself holds secrets waiting to be uncovered. Now turning to the 13th of our 20 mythical tales, we journey into the heart of Siberia, where the legend of the frozen maiden unfolds. This haunting story tells of a young woman who, through a twist of fate, was frozen in ice and transformed into a spirit of the tundra. Over time, she became a guardian of the land, watching over the vast, icy wilderness and ensuring its balance and harmony. The Frozen Maiden's tale is one of resilience and transformation. Her story begins with a tragic event as she was caught in a sudden blizzard and frozen solid. But rather than perishing, she was reborn as a spirit, her essence merging with the icy landscape. In this new form, she became a protector of the tundra, guiding those who respected the land and warning those who dared to exploit it. Her presence is felt in the howling winds and the shimmering ice, a reminder of the power and fragility of the Arctic environment. In Siberian culture, the Frozen Maiden is honored through rituals and offerings. Hunters and travelers often pay tribute to her, seeking her blessing for safe passage and a successful hunt. These rituals reflect the deep respect that Arctic communities have for the natural world and the spirits that inhabit it. The Frozen Maiden story also serves as a lesson in resilience, showing how even in the face of great adversity, one can find strength and purpose. The themes of transformation and renewal are central to this legend. The Frozen Maiden's journey from mortal to spirit mirrors the cycles of nature, where life emerges from the harshest conditions. Her story reminds us that even in the coldest, most unforgiving environments, there is beauty and hope. It is a testament to the enduring spirit of the Arctic and the people who call it home. As we prepare to move forward, the next tale will take us to the Inuit myth of the Northern Lights Bridge, a celestial pathway that connects the earthly realm to the spirit world. This story will reveal how the auroras are seen as more than just a natural phenomenon, but a bridge between worlds filled with mystery and wonder. Now turning to the 14th of our 20 mythical tales, we delve into the Inuit legend of the Northern Lights Bridge, a breathtaking celestial pathway that connects the earthly realm to the spirit world. This myth paints the auroras as far more than a dazzling natural phenomenon. They are a bridge between worlds, a luminous trail for souls to travel upon. According to Inuit tradition, the Northern Lights are not just lights dancing in the sky, but a sacred passageway. It is believed that when a loved one passes away, their soul journeys across this bridge of light to reach the spirit world. The shimmering colors of the auroras are said to be the spirits themselves, moving gracefully across the heavens. This belief brings comfort to many, offering a sense of connection and continuity between the living and the departed. The Northern Lights Bridge also plays a significant role in cultural practices surrounding death and the afterlife. Inuit communities often share stories of the auroras as a way to honor those who have passed, ensuring their memory lives on. Rituals and ceremonies are sometimes held under the lights, with offerings made to guide and protect the souls of the deceased on their journey. These traditions reflect a deep reverence for the natural world and the spiritual forces that govern it. This myth also highlights the Inuit understanding of the interconnectedness of life and death. The Northern Lights Bridge serves as a reminder that the boundary between the physical and spiritual realms is not as rigid as it may seem. It is a symbol of hope, continuity, and the enduring bond between the living and those who have moved on. As we prepare to explore the next tale, we will encounter the Scandinavian myth of the Snow Queen, a powerful and enigmatic figure who rules over winter. Her story will reveal the duality of her character, both fearsome and majestic, and how she embodies the beauty and danger of the Arctic landscape. Now turning to the 15th of our 20 mythical tales, we step into the frosty realm of the Snow Queen, a figure who embodies the very essence of winter itself. This Scandinavian legend tells of a powerful and enigmatic ruler who commands the icy winds, the endless snow, and the biting cold. Her story has captivated imaginations for centuries, blending beauty and terror in equal measure. In folklore, the Snow Queen is often depicted as a majestic yet fearsome figure, her presence both awe-inspiring and chilling. She is said to reside in a palace of ice far in the northern reaches of the world where the sun barely touches the horizon. Her domain is one of eternal winter, a place where time seems to stand still and the landscape glistens with an otherworldly beauty. Hans Christian Andersen's famous fairy tale, The Snow Queen, further immortalized this figure, portraying her as a complex character who is both a bringer of danger and a symbol of transformation. In Andersen's story, the Snow Queen kidnaps a young boy named Kai, freezing his heart with a shard of her enchanted mirror. His friend Gerda embarks on a perilous journey to rescue him, facing trials that test her courage and love. Through this tale, the Snow Queen becomes a metaphor for the coldness of indifference and the warmth of human connection. The duality of the Snow Queen's character is central to her myth. On one hand, she represents the harshness and unpredictability of winter, a force that can be both beautiful and deadly. Her icy touch can freeze rivers, shatter trees, and bring life to a standstill. Yet, she also embodies the serene and majestic aspects of the season, with her glittering palace and the quiet stillness of a snow-covered landscape. This myth reflects the Scandinavian reverence for winter, a season that shapes their culture and way of life. The Snow Queen serves as a reminder of nature's power and the delicate balance between its beauty and its dangers. Her story continues to resonate, inspiring countless adaptations in literature, art, and film, each exploring the timeless themes of resilience, transformation, and the enduring power of love. As we prepare to explore the next tale, we will encounter the Arctic fox spirit, a cunning and magical creature from Inuit and Sami mythology. Its story will reveal the resourcefulness and adaptability needed to survive in the unforgiving Arctic wilderness. Now turning to the 16th of our 20 mythical tales, we encounter the Arctic fox spirit, a figure of cunning and magic in Inuit and Sami mythology. This clever creature is not just a symbol of survival in the harsh Arctic environment, but also a master of transformation and trickery. In these myths, the Arctic fox is often portrayed as a shapeshifter, capable of taking on different forms to outwit its enemies or navigate the challenges of the frozen landscape. Its ability to adapt and change reflects the ingenuity required to thrive in a world where resources are scarce and the elements are unforgiving. The Arctic fox spirit is a reminder that survival often depends on quick thinking and flexibility. As a trickster figure, the Arctic fox plays a dual role in these stories. Sometimes it is a mischievous character, causing trouble for humans or other animals, while at other times it serves as a guide or helper, offering wisdom and clever solutions to those in need. This duality mirrors the unpredictable nature of life in the Arctic, where danger and opportunity often go hand in hand. The tales of the Arctic fox also highlight the deep connection between the people of the Arctic and their environment. The fox's resourcefulness and adaptability are qualities that the Inuit and Sami people have long admired and sought to emulate. These stories teach important lessons about resilience, creativity, and the importance of working with nature rather than against it. As we move forward, the next tale will take us to the frozen giants of Greenland, ancient beings whose icy forms are said to still exist within the glaciers. Their story will reveal themes of time, memory, and the enduring power of nature. Now turning to the 17th of our 20 mythical tales, we delve into the Greenlandic legend of the frozen giants. These ancient beings, once powerful and towering, are said to have been turned to ice during a great cataclysm, their massive forms forever preserved within the glaciers. According to the myth, these giants were once rulers of the land, their strength and size unmatched, but a catastrophic event, often described as a sudden and violent shift in the natural world, froze them in place, trapping them in an eternal slumber. Today, their icy remains are believed to still exist, hidden deep within the glaciers of Greenland, serving as a haunting reminder of the power of nature and the passage of time. The story of the frozen giants carries profound themes of time and memory. The giants, once vibrant and alive, now stand as silent witnesses to the ages, their forms slowly eroding with the movement of the ice. This imagery reflects the fleeting nature of existence and the inevitability of change, even for beings as mighty as these ancient giants. At the same time, the myth underscores the enduring power of nature. The glaciers which hold the giants captive are themselves symbols of the Earth's strength and resilience. They remind us that no matter how powerful or dominant a force may seem, nature ultimately holds the final say. As we prepare to explore the next tale, we will journey to the stars with the Inuit myth of the Star Husband, a story that weaves together celestial wonder and human adventure. Now turning to the 18th of our 20 mythical tales, we journey into the Inuit myth of the Star Husband, a story that blends celestial wonder with human adventure. This tale begins with a young woman who, one night, gazes up at the stars and becomes enchanted by their beauty. She makes a wish to marry a star, and to her astonishment, her wish is granted. A star descends from the heavens, taking the form of a handsome man, and the two are wed. The woman soon finds herself traveling to the sky, where she begins a new life among the stars. Here, she discovers a world unlike anything she has ever known, filled with shimmering light and otherworldly beauty. However, her time in the sky is not without challenges. She must adapt to this strange new environment, learning the ways of the celestial realm while longing for the familiarity of Earth. Eventually, the woman decides to return to her home, but her journey back is fraught with obstacles. The stars, reluctant to let her go, create barriers to keep her in the sky. Through determination and ingenuity, she finds a way to descend, bringing with her the knowledge and experiences she gained among the stars. This myth serves as a poetic explanation for celestial phenomena, such as shooting stars and the movement of constellations. It reflects the Inuit people's deep connection to the night sky, which has long been a vital tool for navigation and a source of inspiration in their storytelling. The stars in this tale are not just distant lights but living beings with their own stories and emotions, embodying the Inuit belief in the interconnectedness of all things. As we prepare to explore the next tale, we will delve into the Siberian myth of the Ice Maiden's Tears, a story that intertwines sorrow, beauty, and the cycles of nature. Now turning to the 19th of our 20 mythical tales, we step into the hauntingly beautiful Siberian legend of the Ice Maiden's Tears. This story tells of a maiden whose heart is as cold as the frozen tundra, yet her emotions run as deep as the glaciers she creates. According to the myth, the Ice Maiden's tears, born from her profound sorrow, fall to the earth and transform into vast sheets of ice, shaping the landscape with their crystalline beauty. Her grief is tied to the cycles of the seasons, as her tears flow most freely during the long, dark winters when the world seems to hold its breath in stillness. Yet, as spring approaches and the sun begins to warm the land, her sorrow lessens, and the ice begins to melt, feeding rivers and nourishing the earth. This cycle of freezing and thawing mirrors the natural rhythms of the Arctic, where the environment is in a constant state of transformation. The Ice Maiden's story is not just one of sadness, but also of resilience and renewal. Her tears, though born of sorrow, bring life to the land, reminding us of the delicate balance between loss and growth. This myth reflects the Siberian people's deep understanding of the interconnectedness of nature and the profound impact of even the smallest changes in the environment. As we prepare to explore the final tale in our journey, we will delve into the Inuit legend of the Last Great Hunt, a story that underscores the importance of harmony with nature and the enduring spirit of survival in the Arctic. Now turning to the final tale in our journey, we arrive at the Inuit legend of the Last Great Hunt, a story that embodies the spirit of survival and the sacred bond between humans and nature. This myth tells of a time when the Arctic's resources were scarce and the survival of the community depended on a single, monumental hunt. the hunters, guided by ancient rituals and prayers, set out into the frozen wilderness, their hearts filled with both hope and reverence for the animals they sought. The last great hunt is not just a physical endeavor but a spiritual one as well. Before embarking, the hunters perform sacred ceremonies to honor the spirits of the animals and the land, asking for their blessing and offering gifts in return. These rituals reflect the Inuit belief that all life is interconnected and that taking from nature must be done with gratitude and respect. The hunt itself is a test of skill, endurance, and humility as the hunters navigate the harsh conditions of the Arctic, relying on their knowledge of the land and the wisdom passed down through generations. At the heart of this tale is the idea of balance. The hunters understand that their survival depends on the well-being of the animals and the environment. They take only what they need, ensuring that the natural world remains intact for future generations. This principle of sustainability is woven into every aspect of the story, from the careful preparation of the hunt to the respectful treatment of the animals once they are caught. The last great hunt also carries a powerful message for modern times. In an era where environmental conservation is more critical than ever, this myth reminds us of the importance of living in harmony with nature. It challenges us to rethink our relationship with the natural world, urging us to adopt practices that protect and preserve the delicate ecosystems we depend on. As we conclude our exploration of these 20 mythical tales from the Arctic and polar regions, we are left with a profound appreciation for the wisdom and resilience of the people who call these frozen landscapes home. Their stories, rich with symbolism and meaning, offer timeless lessons about survival, respect, and the enduring connection between humanity and the natural world. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the myths and legends of the Arctic. If you enjoyed these tales, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fascinating stories from around the world. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of our shared heritage. Now turning to the conclusion of our journey through these 20 mythical tales, we find ourselves reflecting on the incredible diversity and depth of the stories that have emerged from the Arctic and polar regions. From the tragic tale of Sedna, the sea goddess, to the awe-inspiring myths of the Northern Lights, each story offers a unique glimpse into the cultures that have thrived in these frozen landscapes for centuries. These tales are not just stories, they are windows into the values, beliefs, and wisdom of the people who have called these regions home. What unites these myths is their profound connection to the natural world. Whether it's the reverence for animals in the legend of Nanook, the master of polar bears, or the cautionary lessons of the Qalupalik, these stories remind us of the delicate balance between humans and nature. They teach us about survival in the harshest conditions, the importance of respect for the environment, and the enduring human spirit that finds meaning even in the most challenging circumstances. As we've explored these tales, we've also seen how they resonate with universal themes of resilience, transformation, and the mysteries of the unknown. The Arctic and polar regions, with their vast, icy expanses and ethereal beauty, have inspired stories that speak to the heart of what it means to be human. They remind us that, no matter where we come from, we are all connected by our shared curiosity and our desire to understand the world around us. We hope these 20 tales have sparked your imagination and deepened your appreciation for the rich cultural heritage of the Arctic. If you have a favorite myth from this collection, we'd love to hear about it in the comments below. And if you're eager to explore more stories from around the world, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an adventure. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the myths and legends of the Arctic and polar regions. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of our shared human story.